Er genom kvällens show här. Som ni ser så är vi i en väldigt fin studio idag. Det här är nämligen vår nya studio som vi kan sända från ibland, som ligger i Älmhultsvaruhuset. Så har ni vägarna förbi får ni jättegärna kika in här någon gång och säga hej till oss. Idag ska vi prata om trender. Trenderna för 2026 helt enkelt. Vi började det nya året redan nu helt enkelt. Och jag kommer inte vara själv ikväll utan jag har faktiskt en kollega med mig, Isa, som vi kommer välkomna alldeles strax. Vi kommer bjuda på mycket inspiration ikväll, som sagt. Och om ni inte varit med på liveshoppingen tidigare så går det till så att det kommer flyga in produkter i rutan som vi pratar om under kvällen här. Då kan ni klicka på och läsa mer om på hemsidan, alternativt lägga dem direkt i shoppingbagen. Jag har ju en kollega med mig som jag sa, Isa, och hon är min internationella fantastiska kollega som jobbar som inredare på IKEA Sverige. Och jag tycker att det är dags att gå och säga hej till henne nu. So, hello and welcome Isa!
Hey Sam!
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yes.
I'm fine, and I really want to say I cannot wait to share the trends for 2026.
Not me either. I'm very, very excited. But just to start with, Isa, who are you and what are you doing at your work? It sounds amazing.
Well, I'm interior design manager for Sweden, and my role is to guide the interior designers in the stores and our colleagues online to create really relevant current solutions to wow and inspire you.
That's amazing. Okay, Isa, today we're going to talk about the trends for 2026. But I'm wondering, first of all, what is a trend really?
It's a very good question,
Yeah.
because we associate trends with maybe colors, materials, fashion, but actually trends are really deep shifts. It's the cultural movements and then probably even a value reshaping. So they touched many of us, they span over longer period of times, and they really affect what do we crave, what do we desire, and how do we shape and design our homes also depends on what's happening in the world outside.
That's very, very interesting. And how would you define, or how does IKEA define a trend?
Well, for IKEA, we take the two very important roles. As a big global company, successfully delivering home furnishing to many, many markets, we are a trend leader. So we really want to create a standard for home furnishing and design. But in the same time, we want to be a trend listener. So we want to be close to the ground, looking at outside world and understanding what we need to bring to our range, what trends are going to shape the future of interior design and the home furnishing. So then our relationship with you is closer, and our material, our products are current and relevant.
That's so interesting. Thank you for telling us a little bit about that. And now that we're talking about trends, there has been many trends through the years. I remember a few, and I'm wondering, do you have a favorite?
Well, this is one and only question which you asked me before to prepare.
I did.
And
kindly.
it was very interesting because when I looked at the products which are actually purchased through time, when I started in IKEA in 1999, I actually realized that all of them, they have very one thing in common. They belong to IKEA PS collections.
Okay.
We do bring this post-scriptum, latest in design collections to life. They come in a very special moments, and they define what is the next step for the democratic design for the many. And I found out suddenly myself in this time capsule, because all of those products not only belong to IKEA PS, they are traveling with me through the world every time I move around. And I actually brought the last one, which I purchased from the last collection from IKEA PS, which is 2017, this beautiful candelabra. And the reason why I brought it here is because we have something special in the range also today. So I will show you later.
Yes, we do, exactly. And that's such a pretty piece.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
It's about this industrial materials brought to life, creating really truly democratic designs for the many.
Thank you, Isa. I also do have a nostalgic moment to trends, actually. I'm a 90s kid, and I grew up in the early 2000s. And with that said, I'm going to show you a picture that kind of looked like my childhood home. Let me see if I can grab it here. so this is actually a picture from a IKEA catalog from early 2000s, and you can see in this picture there's a lot of red and white in this picture. My room was very minimalistic because the minimalistic trend was really ongoing during that time period. And if I would pick a product that's really defining this era, I would say also, Isa, that it's a IKEA PS clock.
It's interesting. We have generations apart,
Yes.
but we still are favoring the same type of design.
We truly are. So this clock, but in red, I had in my childhood home. I think my mom has it right now. Maybe I need to take it back. But this one is the one we have today in store. The IKEA PS clock came in early 90s, and it has been in many different colors. But right now we have this beautiful one in cobalt blue. And you can also store some things in it. Let me see if I can open it. We don't have anything in it tonight though, but it's great storing. You can put it on a shelf or on a wall. Yeah.
And this blue color is very special. We will see a lot of products in the blue in this year product collection from IKEA.
Exciting. Yes, true icons, both of them.
Absolutely.
Okay, Isa, now we have been talking about the past, but let's hear about the future. Let's talk about the trends for 2026.
I cannot wait.
Let's go. Okay, Isa. So just starting off with the trends. How are the trends like evolving through years?
This is very important to mention that the trends are not happening or not changing year on year. We expect novelty factor every year, but actually the trends are emerging super slowly and evolving, so they are continuation from one to another. So the trends which we'll describe today are continuation of the trends we already described last year.
Okay.
So it is quite important to see this as a time movement and evolution.
Yes. Okay. And so just start by talking a little bit about the first trend here. I will grab a little bit of this tray here because we have some materials defining this first trend.
Yes.
What is this trend called, Isa?
Well, we call it retro renaissance, retro kärlek.
Retro-kärlek,
So
exactly.
it's a really love for the vintage.
Yes.
And you can see straight from the palette that we are very earthy, very toned down, very jewel-like.
For sure.
And the two main stems of design which really fits into this trend is Art Deco.
Yeah.
So love for glamour, a little bit of
love
brass,
that.
a little bit of gold.
Yes.
It's a little bit of glamour. And love for 70s. So that is where we bring back this super relaxed, super lounging experience for our homes, because the homes are becoming more personalized and softer. It's not just about creating a perfect style. It is about creating perfect environment. So the products like this beautiful IKEA Stockholm cushion in the soft brushwood.
Yes.
It's the touch and the element of the tactility which makes it irresistible. You really want to touch it.
Yes.
The colors are beautiful, the colors are toned. It's not psychedelic 70s. It's more down to this jewel rich avocado greens, chocolate browns, and this super rich orange or beautiful emerald green.
Yes.
It's all about this indulgence and softness. And of course it's paired with dark wood, so walnut or dark oak or stained oak. And we have this beautiful, beautiful old table in the...
I don't know if you can see it now.
Yes, in the grain. Grain is super important.
Yes.
And the colors are all about the softness and richness and sophistication. We want to create a contrast, the depth between matte and shiny, dark smoky glass against ceramics and earthy colors. All the shapes are super generous, they are relaxed, they are low, and this is bringing this ultimate lounging experience.
I also know, Isa, that both of these products, the table but also the chair, the armchair, is actually old IKEA furniture that have been renewed into new life, right?
Yes.
And this table is actually the first package that was a flat package.
Absolutely.
Flat paket.
So it's the trend which you can recreate from the family heirlooms.
Yeah.
It can be a combination of your second-hand Loppis finds. And it's all about this re-rendering of the old designs. So everyone digs into the archives, brings the old good charm back. And we are creating those very personal combinations of things we have, things we buy, things we combine.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful, beautiful love for the retro.
It's beautiful, Lisa. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next one here, because
Wow.
this one looks so much fun.
Yes.
It's almost like candy.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are amplifying now the color. Color is the hero here. Color is no longer a backdrop. It's not an afterthought. It's a main driver to create this dopamine, happy, joyful, rebellious experience.
Yes.
It's combination of pattern, super geometrical, very strong graphical patterns, the shapes,
Beautiful.
which are almost cartoon-like shapes, and the combination of color and material, which is in connection with the color pieces. So we are here not really creating rigid rules, because this is all about the joyful, happy coincidence sometimes. We buy things which we love, then we put them together, we create very individual, very rebellious combinations.
That's amazing, Isa. And I know you actually have fem fynd, as we call it in Swedish, right?
Yes, yes.
5 products that you really like. That's
Yes.
quite cheap as well, right?
Yes,
Good prices
I do.
on them.
Yes, I do, because the style and this trend is not about the size of your pocket. Because here we start with find your perfect color, create a big dopamine hit with the color you love. Is it pink? Is it lilac? Is it orange?
Yep.
It's about creating the big hit with a color drop.
Amazing.
And
Love
then
that one.
find your little friends. Soft, squishy, cuddly. It's about this
Amazing.
joyful, childlike experience,
Yes.
almost for the kid in you. And then maybe combine it with a new version of
Yes.
my favorite,
Exactly. Look at that.
IKEA 2017.
Yeah.
It's all about creating those unexpected combinations. It's we're making this life full of joyful and rebellious products around you, which you create home which smiles to you every time you open the door.
It's amazing. This one is another fynd, right?
This one is a special one. Not only looks really funky,
Yeah.
and color is super lovely, but it's a speaker. So it's a new addition to our home smart range.
Yeah.
I really, I'm looking at which one from the colors which we're running is the favorite. I cannot choose, to be honest. We are on
because we
them
have
all.
it in pink and black as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks funky and it can play some funk.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Bring some
amazing
joy
product.
to your home.
Yes. Should we maybe move on to the third one?
Yes.
Let's have a look at is it called the human mark, Isa? Am I right then?
It is a human mark. This is because all of the products which we want to highlight here are touched by human hand. We are not only looking at natural materials, which is a long-running trend. We are not only looking at tactility, which is again a very big part of all of our trends.
Yeah.
Because the products are really asking you to touch.
Yeah.
But what we're highlighting here is the beauty of imperfection. The products made by human hand. And in the current era of AI-driven digitalization, where we are bombarded with digital sameness, we really want to see the products which are very unique,
Yes.
very uneven, maybe even special and one-offs. And that's exactly what we're creating, this unique bond between the maker and us as a receiver. These are the pieces passed from generation to generation. They are touched by human hand. They are created by someone who loved and really cherished that product
Yeah.
out of making them with love and passion for old techniques. Through that, we get super timeless pieces. They will age and get even more beautiful with time.
That's stunning. I'm really also into this trend right now. The crafted one, the ones that really handmade. Uniqueness. And
Uniqueness.
sometimes a bit quirky as well when it's a little bit
Absolutely.
handcrafted.
And
I really enjoy that.
each piece is unique, each piece is different, and each piece tells the story about the maker. That's why we called it human mark.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Isa. let's have a look then at the third, right? Fourth,
we
sorry.
are moving into the fourth one. Yes. So this one is maybe not as surprising because for few years we seen curvy, soft enveloping forms in a very muted color palette.
Yes,
so
I recognize that.
As, Scandinavian country, we love neutrals.
Yes.
We love muted color palettes.
We do.
But what's happening now, the trend which last year was all about tactility and wellness and cocooning and creating those soft enveloping spaces in materials which definitely encourage you to touch, it became even more deeper, more sensorial.
Okay.
That's why we call the trend sensorial design, because it's no longer just about the look.
Okay.
But the biggest question is how the space should feel like rather than how the space should look like.
So you mean by the materials then?
They encourage you to touch.
Yeah.
And then they really engage you with all the senses.
Okay.
So we are building the spaces based on touch, smell, sound.
Yes, because this is a speaker and
Yes.
a light. It doesn't light up right now though. We had some problems here tonight. But it's a great product for this sensorial, as I understand it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then you bring everything to life with light. Light is not only not on utility. Light becomes a real design element, and we can almost call it a diffuser of mood, because depending on whether you want to have a soft and developing environment, you tone the lines down. But when you want to create very unique spaces, you bring the color lighting in, and then you envelop yourself with the light, which changes the feeling in the space you've created. And like we said, it's all about touch again. The touch in all of this four trends becomes very important, because yet again in the digital world we really want to feel the products, we really want to feel the textures. So it's all about smooth versus shiny, soft versus sturdy,
And sound
and
smell.
Right? It's building the sensorial deep places.
It feels like this trend is like maybe a little tricky to understand when you just see it, but when you speak about it, I think people at home also are really understanding this one. And I think it has a deeper connection, really, to many of us. Than only just looking good, because it looks good as well. But it's a deeper.
Yeah, because the wellness which we want to create, it's not just about how it looks. The wellness we perceive through all of our senses. It's the touch on the skin and the feeling in all of our senses.
Thank you so much, Isa, for telling us about these trends. I feel very inspired in, not maybe as I thought, it's on a deeper level, I would say.
I cannot
really.
stop touching those.
That's so cozy. That's really, really cozy.
Yeah.
But Isa, if we would like to maybe summarize today's show a little bit, so can you tell me once again, what is a trend?
It's a million-dollar question. Please don't be swayed by colors and materials only. Really ask yourself why I'm craving those things, why I'm missing a little bit of nostalgia in my life, or joy, or maybe this is all about creating this temple of wellness and calm. It depends who you are, what you want, and all of those trends are connected by one thing. It's about personal, joyful home.
I love that. That's so, so nice. And also, just as a reminder now, which were these trends? It was 4 of them.
We are talking about retro love.
Yes.
We are talking about playful home.
Yes.
Human mark.
Exactly.
And sensorial design.
Amazing. And if you guys at home want to know more about these trends, please look into the chat right now, because I think we have a link there to our website where you can read more about these trends. It's a very beautiful made. Yes. Thank you so much for today, Isa, and I hope you are as inspired as I am about these trends and trends in general. Så tack så jättemycket för att ni har kollat på kvällens show. Show för idag är slut, men nästa måndag så kommer vi ses igen klockan 8 och då sänder vi live från Barkarby. Så in och kika klockan 8 nästa måndag, då sänder vi live från Barkarby om bakning. Tack så jättemycket för att ni kollat på showen ikväll, så ses vi snart igen. Hej då!